G'day everyone, welcome to Fly Fish Live. Today we head back to Men's Series 1, game number 3, and this one's between Lionel from France and Santeri from Finland. Now both competitors are fishing in the same river up in Finland, up in North Finland, one of the practice venues for the World Fly Fishing Championships next year, held here right in Finland. So interesting match. But before we head to the competitors, we want to make sure that you've subscribed to this YouTube channel. So if you haven't, hit that subscribe button now. And we also have a new Twitch TV channel. Give us a follow on the Twitch TV as well. And if you want to become a patron, it takes a lot to get this show to air. So if you want to become a patron and help out, it costs €2 and you'll get your Instagram name put up on every live show as a big thank you. And also you'll get some patron only content and you'll find out stuff before anyone else if you're a patron. So make sure you jump on board, give us a hand. We thank you in advance. With our social media, you got Facebook and Instagram. You'll find us at Fishcoin. So get on there, give us a follow. And we're going to have a competition between everyone's fish pictures on social media. We want you to hashtag FlyFishLive on all your fish pictures, and you could be a lucky winner of some prizes coming into Series 2, which is not too far away. And it's getting very, very exciting with Sector 1 shortly here. So make sure you hashtag them FlyFishLive. But let's head down to the river where the guys are, and we'll start off by going to speak to Santeri.
Hello, how are you?
Good, buddy. How are the conditions there?
I think conditions are perfect, except this French guy who came to our fishing place. Yeah, water level is just perfect. Sunny, over +20. Yep. I think ideal conditions.
Nice. How are the mosquitoes?
Can you repeat, Josh?
How are the mosquitoes?
There are some, not that many. It should be more because I've heard that French guys don't like mosquitoes.
Awesome. Well, I'll let you get into position, mate. We'll jump over to Lionel. G'day, mate. Hello. How many fish do you think you need today? How many fish do you think you need to catch?
I don't know really. I hope I will catch the fish first.
Okay. Well, we'll say good luck. You guys have about 6 or 7 minutes to get into position, and then I'll blow the whistle and away you go. So good luck with that one. Now we'll introduce our special guest today. Is Santeri Kinnunen. I think I said that right, didn't I, buddy?
Yeah, you did. Hello.
Nice. Now, Santeri, you've been a member of the Finnish fly fishing team for how many years?
Yeah.
For like 5
I will
years.
give you the information when just result the episode.
And do you know this area very well?
Oh yeah, we fished that area last year in our national finals. I think this area is gonna be official practice water next year in the World Championships.
Yep.
I think that Lionel tried to fish that same river downstream where the World Championships are going to be, but there's no phone coverage there, so it can't be done. But it's a good river, lots of grayling. I think they should be quite big fish numbers.
What was the name of this river? I'm not sure.
It's Kitkajoki, I think.
Kitkajoki. Okay, so Kitkajoki. Is this the area? Is this one of the beats for next year?
I think it's going to be official practice water because the beach for the competition there is no phone coverage. They're between like big high rocks and there's no phone coverage, so they couldn't keep their connection for this competition. Yeah.
Nice. Well, thanks for jumping on board today, buddy. Giving up an hour of the weekend, and I don't know if you've got a beer, but I've got a Lonkara. I'll finish long drink. But who do you think's going to win today?
It's going to be tough because I know they both are very good fishermen. I know them both personally, and Lionel has been dating with Maija for a couple of years. Maija is part of our Finnish ladies team, and I know that he's been fishing a lot in Kuusamo area as well, fishing for grayling, so he's familiar with that. And Santeri is a very good fisherman. I've been fishing with him a lot. We've been in the same team, so it's hard to say. And they're fishing in the same area, so there's no difference there. So it's going to be interesting. But I think they will need at least over 20 fish to win this.
Over 20 fish to call.
Yeah, I think
awesome.
so.
But
Yeah.
give us a number. Let's see how. What do you say?
I would say 28 fish.
28. Yeah. If they can catch 28 fish,
yeah.
They're doing well. I had to go and buy some more numbers for the scoreboard because I heard that there could be a lot of fish up there. So it could be quite exciting.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we've got a couple of minutes left. What's your dream fishing destination, mate?
I like a lot northern Norway, Finnmark. I'm heading there in a few days, so that's really cool. Kuusamo area is really nice as well. There's lots of grayling, but there's not any really big ones. I think the size you can catch graylings from 40 to 45 centimeters, but like big ones over 50 centimeters are quite rare. Yeah. I like Finnmark, brown trout fishing, grayling fishing, Arctic char, and Koregonus.
Nice. And are you heading up there? I've seen there's a lot of salmon being caught at the moment up in northern Norway. You're heading there for salmon?
I'm not really a salmon fisherman myself. I've been fishing for a couple of times with nymphing rods, and it's good fun. But we will see during the next years if I get more into that. Yep.
And what did you think of Tasmania? We saw you down in Tasmania. What did you think of the weather down there?
Yeah, it was quite familiar. We didn't expect that kind of weather because, it should have been summer up there, but the wind was not that familiar because it was real. Well, I was reserve fisherman there, so I didn't fish. I was just watching when the guys were fishing, but the boat sectors, that should have been quite interesting, especially for those Kiribati anglers who were.
Have you fished this? Do you know exactly where they are standing right now?
Yeah, I know. I know. I fished two of those beats last year in our national finals. I know the place. Yeah.
Yep. And this will be interesting. Then, would you know in your head right now your game plan if you were in this competition right now and where they're standing?
It's not that easy because grayling, they change the place a lot when the water level is going up and down. Now it seems that water level is quite high for me. So I think they're going to catch, with this kind of rules, they're going to concentrate on catching small graylings. When we have a competition there, the size limit is 25 centimeters. So it's a bit different. But we will see how they will do. But I know that area, it holds big numbers of grayling, and you have just to find them. They will find them during the 1 hour, I'm sure.
Nice. Awesome, mate. Well, let's jump over. Are you guys, the competitors, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, we'll be 1 minute, and I'll set up, and then I'll get the whistle blown, and away you go. Do you guys have a game plan in your head? Have you been talking to each other or?
Yeah, he destroyed my game plan, but let's see.
Awesome. Well, there's no fighting on the river.
Not much.
Not much. All right. So if you guys get into position, you've got about 1 minute now, and I'll get the whistle ready. And away we go. When were you up there last, Pietari?
I was up in Kuusamo a couple of weeks ago. I fished for a few days for grayling and 1 day at the lake for the Patagons. But I think mostly the competition parts, not that part where they are now.
Yeah. Cool. Is that where we saw that nice picture of you holding the grayling? Was that where that was?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was a pretty big one. All right. So, game 3. This is going to be a cracker. If you were to pick a winner, which one?
I have to be a homer. I go for Santeri, but it's gonna be a tough.
You go home country. It's going to be a tough one. Nice. All right. Well, I'll just get the clock ready. Yep, that's ready to go. Are you guys ready? Competitors ready?
Yeah, they are.
Cool. And all right, we ready? Set. Away you go. Game on. How would you approach this river, mate? Would you go straight to a hot spot that you know of?
Oh yeah, if I would know, but they're not always the same, the hotspots, because grayling tends to change the place a lot. Yeah, but I would try to start from the hotspot.
Yeah, and do you do the grayling there? Do they school up, or are they sort of like 1s and 2s?
Yeah. Sometimes they school up.
Fish.
Fish for Santeri.
Yeah.
That's early on the board. Nice work. Now, I can't quite see.
If Maya could come a bit closer to Lionel.
Yeah, I tried to zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Oh, the camera's off now.
Hello, connection.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah.
You can see the mosquitoes up there.
Yeah.
I've been up there before with the mosquitoes, and I know the guys that are going there next year need to be prepared.
Yeah, you have to be prepared.
So the first one on the board goes to Santeri. So at the moment,
Fish.
fish to Santeri. That's two in under 2 minutes. That's
Yeah.
I did hear a rumor yesterday that that in the further down part that Lionel was fishing. That
Fish.
fish again.
Third one.
Fish again. That's 3. Down before where the fish were, where Lionel was fishing yesterday. I did hear that he did find a hot spot, and you can grab them very quickly here up in Kentucky.
Yeah. And if you find a hot spot near to the shore, it's always better when it's competition. If you find it from the other side of the river, you have to wade every fish across the river. So
Run the fish back to the controller.
yeah. But sometimes you don't find like a big school of fish. You have to just find one fish there and one fish from there, and you have to collect them.
Yeah.
Like that.
Is this river quite deep? Does it have many deep spots?
Yeah, it has some deep spots, but it's not always that deep. But the water is running pretty fast, so it's not the most easiest one to wade. Yeah.
Was that a fish to Santeri?
He lost that.
No, it was an almost fish.
Almost.
Yeah, lost that one. Yeah.
And just so the viewers know, we our controllers today, both the girls involved in the Finnish women's team. If you missed that earlier, that Pietri mentioned. So thanks for coming along, girls. We hope to see you in a women's series one day. How would you approach Pietri? Where Santeri is? Would you be fishing the same type of way?
Maybe it depends. In this kind of competition, there is no size limit for the grading, so it changes things a bit. Because,
Fish.
one for Santeri. Yeah.
Another one for Santeri. This is Is there a lot of
but it's a bit different then because it's going to be 25 centimeters in the championships. But now obviously I don't want to tell all the tricks because it'll be a little backstabbing for our team for next year.
There'll be a few, probably a few competitors watching this one, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to get some tips and tricks, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I have a technical question. Maija, are you able to zoom?
Yeah.
The camera.
Yeah, I am.
What did you do?
I go to the place where I have my own screen, only
Fish.
me, and I zoom.
The fifth one. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, this is 5 in under 5 minutes. I don't know if I've got enough numbers for this, but let's see what happens. So what's your biggest fish you've caught in this area, Pietri? Biggest railing?
Biggest railing.
Santeri's camera's off.
Yeah, Santeri's camera.
Fish.
Fish for Lionel.
Yep.
My biggest railing from this area is probably a bit about 47 centimeters or something. There's a lots of grayling, but not really big ones. But it's hard to get one over 50 centimeter. Like you get them from some places up north, but there's lots of fish between 30 and 40 centimeters. But the real big ones, not that much. There is some very big brown trout in those rivers, like between 60 and 90 centimeters, but they're not going to be competition fish at the World Championships.
Yeah, that'll be a bit of fun in that water.
Yeah. I had last year in the national final when we were training. I had one on. It was like almost in the net, and then it jumped off and I lost it. It was a big one, over 70 centimeter, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a question here from Brian Nounours. I think I pronounced his name right.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri.
Sorry
if I didn't pronounce your name right, Brian, but is Santeri doing like a dead drift downstream? Is that how he's fishing, or
Fish
yeah, I
for
think
Lionel?
fish for Lionel?
Yeah, I think he's like drifting downstream at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the usual method up that way, like downstream fishing, or is there any way?
When you fish for bigger grayling, you have to be careful because you're gonna lose a lot of fish if you hook them from downstream. But it depends on the day. It's like there's not like one method that it's always best. You have to find the right method for the right day.
So it looks like they're right alongside each other right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
What would you be a bit nervous about this situation, Pietri, if you were fishing?
I think they're not gonna take this too seriously. They're just having fun. Of course, they want to they're both good competitors, so they want to compete, but they're not taking it too seriously. I think, yeah.
Now, in this area, would you fish the whole hour just around where they are at the moment, or would you be moving downstream further on?
It will depend the number of the fish that I'm catching. If I'm not catching fish anymore, of course I will move then. Yeah. But if that same place gives you big numbers of fish, there's like really no need to move.
I see Santeri has his net out. Is that a fish, or he's just carrying it?
Nah, he's just prepared.
Just prepared. He's eager.
Yeah.
Is this this river, Pietri? Does it mostly look like this, or is there any like really fast water in any position?
Yeah, there is some really fast water and also some slow water. It's quite much different water in that river, so it will depend which kind of bait you will get.
Yep. Now, I know you know a little bit of information on Lionel. You know what he's been through. Can you just explain what Lionel's been involved in that you know of?
Yeah, I know that he's been part of French European team during the last couple of years. I think they won team silver at Czech Republic 2018. And I think he has won also French championships. I'm not sure if it was River Championship or what.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. And I think he's also part of the French team next year in Finland.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's why he spends a lot of time in.
Yeah, of course. That's why he's been fishing in Kuusamo. And Santeri is also part of our
fish
team.
For Santeri.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel. 7-3. And we have 10 minutes gone. 10 fish in 10 minutes. I'd be happy with that.
Yeah. I think it's like 28.
You think it's 28?
30, that would be quite, I said 28, I think, but around 30 would
Fish
be
for
that.
Lionel.
Fish for Lionel.
He's catching up.
He's catching up. Maybe he's found a little spot with a school of them. How long would you fish one spot for, Pietri? Like
it depends if I get fish from that spot or if I don't get fish from that spot. If I don't get fish from that spot, you don't want to waste too much time there.
Yeah. How long would you spend? Would it be like 3 or 4 casts, or would it be?
It also depends of the place, how deep it is, and about what kind. If it's last season, you have to be fishing like a bit more slow, maybe. First season, you have to just fish fast and try to catch as many as you can, the easy fish. But it gets much more difficult when the competition goes on. So it depends.
Now, can you see, like, are they fishing the same style? I can't quite see.
I don't really see that clearly, so I can't really comment.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel. Now it's getting interesting.
Yeah, he's catching up.
Yeah, it's game on, and it must be even more pressure when you can see your opponent catching.
Yeah.
Sandra says, best of luck, guys. Corey Scott's just come on from New Zealand. He said, are they in the same beat? Yes, mate, they are. They're fishing right alongside each other. Hi, Erica. Go the boys.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri, 8-5. Now, is there many spots up there with Pietri? Is there many spots up there without? Is there many with reception, or is there only very, very limited spots?
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
With phone reception.
Oh yeah. There is some like that same river, the competition area with the same river. There's not really good phone coverage, so it's quite rocky. There's big rocks and there's no coverage in many places.
Is this if you were to pick a spot anywhere in Finland, is this where you would go at this time of the year?
It will depend what kind of fishing you want to do. If you want to catch big numbers of grayling, yeah, maybe go there. But if you want to catch like on a good brown trout fishing, maybe I'll go to central Finland. And if you want to catch really big graylings, like over 50 centimeters, maybe I go up north then. So it depends what kind of fishing you really want to do. But this is good. It's like easily achievable. You can go there with walking like 500 meters, I think. So it's easy to go there and you will catch a lot of fish.
We have.
Since Maya is filming them both, I'm gonna go and ask for some technical help with the Zoom.
Okay.
The boys can check on themselves if they get fish or not. I think they're gonna be honest about it.
And you can see both men.
Well, there's a Sandra O. I'll just say Sandra. Sandra's asking what sort of fish they're catching, and it's all grayling, isn't it? They've caught.
I think it's all grayling.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Harry, I fished a spot last Monday. Lots of fish indeed, but no big ones. Thanks, mates. Is that a fish?
No fish.
No fish.
I think it will get more tough when they're fishing next to each other and they fish the area.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel, yep. Saw that one.
Mulla näkyy ne tuolla pienenä.
Yeah, so basically Lionel or Santeri is taking each other's fish, fishing alongside each other.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see if they will move a lot during the last 45 minutes, because it will get more tough in that place to get the fish when they're fishing all the time.
Is this a wide river? We can see that section of the river is quite wide. Is it like
yeah,
that?
I think it's maybe about 50 meters wide or something like that.
Yeah. And is that sort of the same all the way down, or?
Yeah, it will depend on the beat, but I think like between 30 to 50,
Yeah.
50 meters wide. Yeah, most of the beach will be like that.
And similar.
It's pretty big river, yeah. It's bigger river than another river, Kuusinkioki. It's a bit smaller than this river.
Yeah.
Which will be next year in the championship as well.
Similar depth all the way down?
No, it will depend on the beach. Yeah, there are some big holes and some more shallow water. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the way you see these guys fishing this beat so far, is that what you would do?
Maybe it's quite hard to say, because I don't really know about the conditions and the water level. I know the water level is quite high now, but I haven't fished this year, so I think they've been training there, so they should know what they're doing now.
Yeah. When you, as a competitive fly fisherman, when you go to a beat, we've asked a couple other fishermen this. When you go to a beat to fish at a new water that you've never come to before,
yeah,
is it what do you look for? How do you assess the river? Do you walk the beat? Do you just stand and just like look and count where you're going to go at what time and stuff like that?
Yeah, I always try to walk through the beat and like do my game plan, and it's also important to like when you are fishing, you have to know how much time is left and what part of the beat have you been fished, and so that you can cover the whole beat during your session. So I make my game plan and try to do like, I get some mark, and I think if it's a 3-hour session, I think after 1 hour I should be here, and after 2 hours I should be there. If there is time, I try to cover the hot spots again, maybe during the like last half an hour.
Yeah. And in that last half an hour, you just sit at those hot spots and just grab as many as you can.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel. 7-8.
Yeah,
7-8.
it's gonna be very tough now. What's wrong, Santeri? You're not catching anymore.
he was off to a flying start.
Yeah.
He had 5 in like under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
What would you, Pietri, say to any young fisherman out there that want to get into competitive fly fishing, is there any tips, or what would you suggest they do starting out? What would be your first thing when you go?
Just go to some competition. You will get help, and you will learn pretty much from the competition. It's easiest way is just to attend some competition, and you will see if it's your thing or if it's not. But just like be brave and attend competition.
Would you like to know the scores in this situation? Would you like to?
Yeah, I think they will see anyway. They're so close to each other, so they will see it. It depends. Maybe I would like to know.
Yeah.
So get a little bit more pumped up and get a bit more motivation.
Corey's jumped on with he says, I don't know how Finland team was coached by Sandro Solderini. He developed great downstream technique for grayling cast, count tulips, something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't quite hear that. But...
That's all right. As Corey's got in the comments there, I'm not sure if you can see it. What's in this river, a grayling or trout? What's the hardest to catch? Graham Lonigan asking.
Trout is harder to catch than grayling.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If you're talking about bigger browns, I think it's always harder to catch than grayling.
Yeah.
Grayling is it's a bit easier, I think.
So there's a lot more grayling than trout in this river.
There's only like real small trouts or real big trout, because they go to the lake and then they're going back to the river to spawn when they're really big ones. So there's basically only small ones and really big ones.
Yeah. If anyone's got any questions there, just fire away, chuck them in the comments, and we'll do our best to get them in there. Now the winner of this one will be playing against Peter Driver in a semi-final, which will be very interesting. If I know there's a lot of numbers in Ireland.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. Yeah. Yeah. We got him 7-9.
Yeah. It must be relieving.
He's worried that I'm not hearing him.
It must be relieving, because there was like maybe at least 10 minutes before the last fish, after the last fish. So it's slowing down after the flying start.
Yeah.
That's what it quite often does.
Yeah, and then you find another little patch.
Yeah, then you have to find another hotspot where you can get like a few quick fish to the table.
I was going to ask you what sort of fly would you use at this river, but that might be giving away too much information.
Yeah. Basic nymphs and dries, nothing special.
Yeah. Do they use a lot of dry flies in this river? Do you see a lot of dries?
Yeah, they use also dry flies. Yeah.
I haven't seen these guys change flies much. Fish to Lionel.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. 8-10. This.
Lionel have fish on.
He has fish on.
A bit bigger one, I think, because he has
Fish.
Yeah, fish for Lionel. 9-10. I think this is probably as fair as it can get, fishing right along each other.
And it's close anyway.
It's very close.
It's gonna be close finish again, I think.
Fish for Santeri.
Santeri. Yeah, has the Finnish team been up there practicing this year?
Not yet, but I think we don't know the exact dates, but we're going like maybe at the end of the August. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was there for a couple of days, and one of our guys was there as well. Two of our guys was there, but we haven't been there as a team yet.
Yeah. Do you know exactly where they are now?
Yeah, I know.
In this river, is there a lot of like deep holes?
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri.
Yep.
Is there?
Yeah, there is shallow parts, and there is also like deep holes. There's both of them, and sometimes the fish are in the deep holes, and sometimes they're in the shallow water. It's like you have to find them. Like every single day can be different.
Yep.
So if you have fished that water like a week ago, they might be in a totally different place today. So it's always a new day.
Andrea said she's going to be shouting for Peter next match, as he's from the hometown Rathdrum in Ireland.
Fish on? No, not anymore.
No, lost it.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
It looks like most fish have stuck so far, which is good.
Yeah.
We saw in the last couple of matches there was quite a few. Like Kirk dropped a few, and so did Peter. Lionel again.
Lost.
Yeah.
Yep.
With your nets.
That was Peak of the Devil, and now he's starting to lose fish.
I think I jinxed him. Oops.
Yeah, but I think small trout, you tend to lose them more, small trout than grayling.
Yeah. Mikko Rasinen's just come on. He's like, go Santeri.
Yeah. Mikko is part of our national team as well, and he's 3 times Finnish champion. So he's
a great
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. He's a great sponsor.
For Lionel.
Fish for Lionel. Head to head. With your net setup, Pietri, when you're out fishing, do you like a net that's for really quick access?
Yeah.
Yeah, is that the best?
Quick access. I use the Icon fishing product. What is it called? Net handling.
Yeah.
Thing. I don't know what is it called in English, but I use that one.
Yeah. And I suppose it's always handy to have a quick as you can with the net.
Yeah, because you have to be able to land the fish quickly and get the net. Like you have to, it has to always be near to your hands, because if you're gonna get the fish in 2 seconds near to you, you have to land it.
Yeah. Does it, Ian?
Alkaa veneitä tulee.
Oh.
There's some boats coming.
Oh,
Siellä
no.
tulee vene.
We will see them in a minute. I think.
Lionel, be careful!
Yeah, that's going to be like that. I think there's quite many rafters in that river, whitewater rafting. So
Will that disturb the fish at all?
No, I don't
Fish
think
for
so.
Santeri.
Fish for Santeri?
Yep.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel while the boat's going past.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. Maybe the boat's.
As we see, they don't. Fish are not. They don't pay too much attention on the boats.
Is when you're out there competing and focused.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. Do you just zone out when you're competing?
Pardon?
When you're competing, do you just zone out? Like, do you just really focus, or is things that go on around you? Can that affect how you fish?
Yeah, you have to be focused all the time. That's the main key, because if you lose your focus and you
Fish
might
for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel.
lose 1 or 2 fish, and that might be really crucial at the end.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri.
Yeah, now they found the fish again. We saw that it was quite slow for like 10 minutes ago, but now they're like putting the numbers to the table real quickly again.
Yeah. We've got Ian
Fish
Jones.
for Lionel.
Well, I'll get back to that one. Fish for Lionel. Ian Jones has come on and he said, does the river have any good fly hatches?
Yeah. Sometimes like a stonefly or mayfly or caddis hatches.
Yeah. Are they
Fish for Santeri.
fish on 3? 18-13. So we're at the halfway mark. So if they keep this up, the 30 mark might be broken.
Yeah, I think so. I think they will. Yeah, I think you have to catch over 30 to win this.
To win this match.
Yeah. So at least around 30. Yeah.
Yep. G'day, Begsy. Begsy's just jumped on board. A mate from back in Tassie. Yep, Kirk, it's I think this one will be a close one as well. Kirk Lewis in Colorado, he's jumped on board. Does it look like Lionel might be changing?
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. Let's ask the girls, the controllers. You girls, I do believe Camilla, you're in the women's team as well for next year.
Yeah, we're both.
Yeah, are you both like? Were you a bit disappointed about this year's? You're heading to Norway, is that right?
Yeah, of course we were already kind of pumped about it, and some of us had already been there training, but there's always next year.
Yep. What was the training like? With the rivers, plenty of fish.
Oh, I haven't been there.
Fish
Some
for
of the other
Lionel.
girls have.
Fish for Lionel.
But it's quite different from the Finnish
Yep.
rivers, so we'll see.
Have these guys have they changed flies yet, or we can't quite see it?
Santeri hasn't.
No.
Lionel have.
Yep. How often would you change flies, Pietri?
It depends if how about the catching rate. If
Yeah.
it like slows down, I will change my flies, but it depends a lot. Sometimes I don't change them at all during the session, and sometimes I will change them 10 to 15 times. So there's no.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel.
Yeah, he's catching up again.
15-19.
Yep.
Now, do you feel pressure when you're in a competition? Does the pressure?
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel. Do you feel the pressure when you go to a competition? Does it get to you?
Oh yeah, of course it will. But I think like small pressure is good. You have to get that small pressure to perform well. But you don't have to be too nervous. So
yeah.
But a good small pressure is always a good thing, I think.
Yeah.
So when Pietari was talking about the fishing net earlier, Santeri actually has the very same one that you can. I don't know if you can see it, but the one that he's carrying around, like having in his other like hand all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's Icon Fishing Products Landing Net Carrier or something like that in English.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's one of our great sponsors up here, Icon Fishing Products. Check them out. They gave the first viewers competition winner, which was Ollie Bassett in New Zealand. He won one of the net. He won a double net. But with this strap, that's the way to go, isn't it? When you're in competition.
Yeah.
It looks like they're fishing deeper water.
Yeah, I think Santeri is in quite deep water now. I don't
Yeah,
see
he's,
that well.
he's by his
Lionel?
waistline.
Lionel fish. 17-20.
Yeah, it's getting close. He's always catching up, like giving a bit of space to Santeri and then catching up.
He's just teasing maybe.
Yeah.
What would you fish with up here? Would you go nymphs? Just mainly nymphs?
With these kind of conditions, maybe nymphs, yeah.
Yeah. Would you switch to a dry fly during competition?
Yeah, I during the 3 hour session, I would try.
Yeah.
At least dry fly, of course. Yeah.
And do the fish, if you got a dry fly out there and you're not seeing a lot of rises, would you still give a dry fly a go if you're slowing down with a nymph, or would you?
It depends on the place a lot, and I don't really want to get too much into that thing. Yeah. Not too much tips before World Championships.
Fair enough. We won't put the pressure on you.
Yeah.
Maybe I could say a few words about the conditions. So the water is quite higher than it's usually here. It's been raining a lot, so the water mass is a lot more than it usually is. You can feel it when you're wading. Like if you have your usual spots, it's a lot more water pressure. It's about 25 degrees warm, so like
quite warm.
It's never this warm in Kuusamo, and it's quite sunny, so not the normal conditions.
No.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri, yes.
So with the higher water, Camilla, does that make it a lot harder to fish, or is it better for the fish, or?
At least, I'd say at least it makes much harder to wade because the water pressure is much more bigger. Then it depends on the place and on the beat what you get. Is it better or not? There's no like one answer for that question, but it will change conditions a lot, of course. I think that's in every place, but yeah.
Yeah, in this beat, it's probably harder because if it's lower water, then you can cover more ground.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Is that a little tactic there from Santeri heading in front of Lionel?
I don't know.
Now they're alongside each other.
Maybe they're like doing some chatting and trying to get under each other's skin. I don't know.
The 17-21.
Yeah.
17:21 ja aika on 23 minuuttia jäljellä. Sinä?
23 minutes left.
Oh,
right now we're already running.
Yeah.
No, so Santeri changes place now, I think.
Yep.
He went upstream. We will see if that's a good move or not.
This could be a game-changing move.
Yeah. I think it will. We will see in which direction, but he made his move now.
Do you have an idea where he might be heading?
I think he won't go too far upstream because there's only 22 minutes time, so maybe he will go 100 or 200 meters upstream.
Yep. And that always is that a good tactic to have? How far upstream would you go if you want to go away from the position you were just at? How far away would you have to go? Like, would it be 50 meters? Would you aim to get 200 and work back down, or? At this moment, when you have 20 minutes left, do you mean that? Yeah, like well, now maybe about 100 meters upstream, right from there. Yeah.
Ooh,
because you can't really go downstream from that spot.
Fish for line out. Yep. Got that one. 18-21.
from that spot, if you go downstream, it gets really deep, so you can't really wait or fish there. So you have to go upstream from where they started.
Yeah.
Meinaatko mennä toiselle puolelle?
So we've got 20 minutes left and 50 seconds.
Yeah, I think Santeri, Camilla just asked Santeri, is he going to go across the river? We will see.
It looks like she might be in the water with him, trying to keep
Yeah, I hope
Oh
she
no,
doesn't
I'm not
drop
going
her
after
phone.
him.
up.
But those who will attend the World Championships next year, this is gonna be.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. This is gonna be the official practicing water, so you might fish this same place, not in the competition, but during the official practicing.
So this is actually, so people don't know where Kuusamo is. This is pretty close to the Russian border, isn't it? About 2/3.
Yeah, I think it's about 20 to 30 kilometers. 20 kilometers, maybe this place is quite close to Russian border, and this river is flowing to the Russian side.
Yeah.
No, I'm not sure. This river is going to another river which is flowing to Russian side, and the ground trout are coming upstream from the lake, which is in Russian side of the river. We see it's quite hard to wait because the water pressure is quite fast now when Santeri is going there.
It's hard to film and wade.
So we can see these guys really starting to move now. In some deep water there.
Yeah, and some.
Fish for Santeri.
Santeri.
I think it's 1821.
Yeah.
23:18.
1823.
1823.
And we have 18 and a half minutes left.
Lots of time.
18 minuuttia.
Yeah, no, 18 minutes.
When knowing the time, does that, like if you're in the championships, does that add more pressure, or do you just keep doing what
I think you want to know like
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel.
The last 5 minutes or something, like you have.
And another boat is coming.
Yeah.
Boats are coming. Yeah. You want to know the last few minutes because maybe you have missed some fish and you wanna you try to get it, or you have the last minute plan what to do. Maybe it's like you want to know when there's like 5 minutes left and you do your final moves then.
Yeah. It looks like Lionel's changing flies.
Yep.
17 minutes left. If you change fly now, would that be your last change? Well,
it depends. If you're not catching, then you might have to change flies when there's like 5 minutes left, but not in the last minutes. Definitely not.
Fish for Santeri.
3 minutes. Yeah.
Fish for Santeri.
We will see if they will hit 30 fish. I think it will be possible, but we will see.
Yeah, it was really, really quick start, and then it slowed down, didn't it?
Yeah.
And I suppose if there was one guy fishing in this one spot, might be a different story with the number.
Yeah. He would. Yeah, if they will be fishing like only one guy, they would catch more fish from the downstream part because they were catching both. They were catching the fish, so they took fish from each other's.
Yeah. Stole each other's fish under their feet.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel. 2024. This has come down to another close one.
Yeah.
I know the last game was was like on the edge of your seat stuff.
Yeah. I was watching that. It was nerve cracking. Yeah.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel. 21-24. So Lionel sort of back where he started. Is that correct?
No, more up.
More up.
Yeah, I think he's more up.
Do you use what method would you use here? Yeah, is it just the urine nymphing style?
Yeah, urine nymphing style. Because it's quite
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri.
And when you have to hit big numbers quickly,
Martti.
I think urine nymphing is quite often the best way.
Most effective.
Yeah, if you have to hit like really big numbers. I think like these numbers, they will get not that many fish during 1 hour in the World Championships because it's like there's a 25 centimeter size limit and you have to get every fish to the controller and measure it and that takes some time. But I think that at Kitkajoki's extra, I would say that during the first session, the top rod will get around 50 fish in 3 hours. That's my what I'm assuming. I might be wrong, but we will see.
Expecting high numbers at next year's World Championships.
Yeah, at the river, at least at Kitka River, I will expect quite high numbers. Yeah. Even if it's 25 centimeter size limit, there's a lots of fish that are like between 30 to 25 and 40 centimeters.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. 21-26, and there's 13 and a half minutes left. Tom O'Connor has just jumped on and he said, would you consider fishing wet flies in this right now?
Yeah. There's definitely some conditions that I would try wet flies as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it depends on the beat what you will get.
It looks like Lionel's making another change. I think how quick you can tie flies and fix your leaders and stuff makes a massive difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you always, when it's competition, you have to have some spare leaders, of course. If you are tying knots like half an hour of the session, it's not a good thing.
Yeah. Do you sit at home when you started competition fishing? Did you sit at home and practice tying flies, taking them off?
Not really. I'm fishing quite much, so I do that when I'm fishing at my free time. But I will do the spare leaders for the competition, like day before.
Yeah.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri.
Now Lionel needs to catch up.
Needs to find a little school there somewhere.
Yeah. But it's possible. It's possible still.
Kirk's jumped on. Wow, big numbers today. Yeah, mate. They've got a good day up there.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. There's your score of 28, mate.
(21-28) sulle.
Camilla was just telling the scores in Finnish to Santeri.
Yeah.
He knows. Yeah.
So we got 11 minutes 30 to go, and the score is 21-28. And you can see that they're both fishing, aiming for Lionel's aiming for the flowing fast water. Is that where you tend to get more fish, or this is another thing that you don't really want to answer.
Well, I can answer honestly that it really depends on the day. As I said earlier, it's like you can't say that I will find grayling in the same kind of water that I found it from yesterday, because they tend to change place a lot. But you have to get try to know what kind of water they are today, and then try to fish the same kind of places.
So where you catch, say if you're catching them at one spot, then you look for the similar spot on the river.
Yeah.
And they on the same day they should be holding the same sort of area. Maybe.
Yeah, normally like that, but it will always normally get more complicated. It sounds like a simple thing, but it will get more complicated, and it's like you have to be like that so-called sixth sense to know where the fish are today.
Now I know I've been told there are bears in that area. Have you ever seen a bear?
I haven't seen there, but I know. I think last year in women's championship.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri.
Yeah, last year they saw some bears in women's championships, I think, on the road or somewhere. There's lots of. I saw a couple of moves last year. I almost hit one with my car. I'm quite glad that I didn't, because it was a really big one. But lots of reindeers and moose.
Me and Lionel saw the bear who have just been shooted on the road last August.
Yeah. Santeri is also a keen hunter, so I don't know if he has shot one or not. I don't know.
No, he hasn't yet.
Okay, Camilla knows, yes.
Now they've come alongside each other.
Yeah, but I think now Lionel really needs to catch up if he wants to win this, because there's 8 fish difference and like 8.5 minutes to go, and they're next to each other. So now Santeri really has the advantage, I think.
Yeah. Have you got a chance to fish other countries, like the guys that are competing, like Ireland, for example, where we saw quite a few fish caught there? And yes, have you fished that area before?
I haven't fished there. I would like to, but I haven't. It looked like beautiful water, not really fast water, but lots of trout there. It would be nice to fish there.
What about New Zealand?
Yeah, I've been fishing there. I was an exchange student in 2003, and I stayed 1 year in New Zealand. I was then 16, 17 years old, but I fished there quite a lot. I stayed in South Island in a small village called Tapanui, and I fished.
Fish for Santeri.
Fish for Santeri. The 30.
Now he hit that 30, yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah. I fished the Pomahaka River and Mataura River, and then I was there again in 2011 for a couple of weeks in both South and North Island. I think it's one of the best trout fishing in the world. So, yeah, really nice.
What about the US? Have you been to Colorado? Where?
I haven't been there. No, I haven't been there. I've been in a lots of places in Europe for like. Europe, and then I've been fishing New Zealand and Tasmania, and that's about it. Also Russia, Kola Peninsula, very good.
Fish for Lionel.
Big trout. Yeah.
Maybe he found a good spot with the last just under 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, but it would be hard to Santeri has 8 fish advantage, so it would be really hard now for Lionel.
We've got Corey Scott said, I don't even know how to say it. the place you said Tapanui.
Yeah, that was it.
That's where Corey actually grew up, and now he's up. Nice to hear. Yeah, it's nice little town. Yeah, it was the Pomahaka River was flowing next to the town, and that's what I was fishing a lot. Yeah.
my host family like dropped me there, and I was fishing for 3 hours, and they came to pick me up. It was only brown trout in that river, I think, but there was some good rainbow places for rainbow trout in other places.
So we've got just over 5.5 minutes left. Scores 22-30. We did see something get up to a 5 fish in under 5 minutes. So anything can still happen, I think.
Yeah, but now
Fish
Lionel. Okay, yeah, he did catch one. He needs a few more quick ones. No. And I think he needs to win Santeri, because I think Santeri got the first fish. Was it like that? I think so.
That's correct. If it's a draw, it comes down to who caught the fish.
Yeah.
As we saw last game, that at the end there was a bit of a rush.
Fish again.
Fish on for Lionel.
On the
Not
net,
landed
yes.
yet. Now it's landed, I think.
Now it's landed, yep. Got it. 4:30.
It's getting interesting.
G'day, Lucas Riz from Ireland says hello.
Hello.
$24.30. 4.5 minutes to go. So 54 fish caught so far in 55 minutes.
We will see if they will hit 60 together. We will see. You can ask them, but I think all the fish that they have caught have been graylings. Maybe some roaches or some coarse fish, but I think mainly grayling.
Yeah.
You can see there's a nice fast run up there. Is it Santeri or Lionel? I'm not sure.
It's Lionel on the.
Oh yeah. That's a good place.
It's a good spot.
Yeah, normally it is. I fished that beat upstream from where Lionel is fishing. That was my last beat in our last year's Finnish national final while I was fishing. It's a nice beat to fish.
There's interesting fishing right alongside the bank. It looks like Santeri. So we have 3 minutes to go.
3 minuuttia. This is quite exciting.
Yeah.
So the guys, like you mentioned, they're mainly caught trout. Do you girls know if there was any trout caught so far, or is it mainly grayling?
I haven't seen any trouts at least, but
yeah.
could have been a few like really small ones, but nothing big.
Yeah. $24.30, and we've just got just over 2 minutes to go. Now, if Santeri gets through, do you think he's going to fish the same river?
I think you have to ask him. I don't know.
There's 1 minute 45 seconds to go.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel. Look out.
Fish for Santeri.
Well, here we go. 25.31. One minute 20.
Fish for Lionel.
Fish for Lionel. I think he found that good spot.
Yeah, maybe a bit too late though.
It's amazing to watch these guys how quick they net the fish, unhook the fish, and get the fish. Like that's what you got to practice, or
Yeah. Of course, you have to practice that. You want to land the fish quickly, and you don't want to take too much time before releasing. Just release it straight away.
Lionel.
fish for Lionel. 27. He's really hit a hot spot there. With 30 seconds remaining.
And only 30 seconds left, so a bit too late, I think.
Do you think if he had more time and sat there, do you think?
We will see, but he would catch a few from there, but maybe not like 10 or 15. So he would get a few quick ones, but I don't know how many.
So there's 5 seconds left, guys.
That's it.
Aika.
That is
Lionel, it's time.
game over. And that was. We'll just chuck the clock down there.
31, 27.
So 58 fish in the hour. That's pretty good going.
Yeah, good catching rate.
Scores we've had. We'll have a little chat to both competitors. Maybe once they get in. Do you think if Lionel had another 10 minutes down in that area, do you think he might have caught up?
Yeah, maybe, because it's only 4 fish difference, and you can catch those in 2 minutes if you're in a good place. So you never know. Yeah, it was close. Good job, guys.
Nice work, Santeri. We'll grab Santeri's on the camera, I think. How are you, mate? Can you hear me? I think he's frozen. You there?
Yeah.
Oh, his camera's gone off.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back. Can you hear me, Santeri? No. Little bit of a trouble there. He's probably good to happen afterwards.
But it's good. Yeah, it's good that it's only now.
Yeah. These guys know each other quite well.
Oh yeah, I think they know each other. Yeah. As you can see.
Great sportsmanship. Well, we'll try and if one of the girls can get one of the guys. Are you there, Camilla?
I think my quest was not too far away. I said 28.
Okay, I have the boys here.
Yep. All right. How we going, guys? We'll jump in. Santeri, how are you feeling, mate? That is correct. You wanted to make sure I had it right. Yep. 31 is correct, buddy. How that was pretty impressive fishing. High numbers. Did you miss any?
Did you miss anything?
I miss what?
Fish?
Oh, yes.
A lot.
A lot?
We both missed a lot of fish.
Yeah. How about you, Santeri? Did you miss many?
Yeah, a lot, of course. When you're fishing that small fish, you miss maybe half. If you catch half, you're lucky.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was pretty well going. Was there any trout in there, or was that mainly they're just all grayling?
I had one, I think so.
One trout.
Didn't catch any trout.
No.
No. Lionel didn't catch any trout.
No, anyway.
Okay, nice. Well, that was a very good match, guys, and thanks so much for participating. Well done, Santeri. You'll be heading into the semi-finals.
Yeah, it was a tough match.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tough game.
I do believe you'll be up against Peter Driver from Ireland in your next match. But when did you got to Finland? I do believe 2 days ago, Lionel.
When did you come to Finland?
When you what?
When did you came to Finland?
Oh, 3 days ago.
2 days ago, 3 days ago, yeah, a few days ago.
He's been living in the river and eating only grayling.
Yeah.
We didn't have any time to practice on this river.
Yeah.
You were in that river yesterday. I know.
Yeah, but
A
we
bit
are
more
like
downstream.
we're catching almost same amount of fish, same shirts, same flies. Luckily, we don't have same girlfriend, as I know.
Nice.
Classic. Awesome. Well, thanks heaps, guys. Santeri will be in touch soon, and if you guys might be up for it, we might try and get in touch with you and have a chat with you in a couple of days. Let's see how your situation is. But thank you very much for competing, and thanks to the girls for jumping on as the controllers. You did an awesome job. We saw everything. It was really good effort, girls. And so we'll see you guys later on. We want to say a big thank you to Pietri. Thanks for devoting some time on a Saturday, mate. It's really nice
Thank
weather
you.
in Finland here, so
It was nice to be here. Yeah.
having a lonkero. But
Yeah. Good fishing, guys.
yeah, top fishing, guys. Well, what a game. 58 fish being caught in 60 minutes. Congratulations to Santeri coming out on top. He will advance through to the semi-finals, and we'll bring you game number 4 next week. So stay tuned for that one. Game number 4, Men's Series 1, the last game before the semi-finals. Stay tuned. Men's Series 2 coming up very, very soon. If you haven't hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button now. And thanks everyone for watching. And from us all here at Fly Fish Live, we'll see you at the next one.